Alright guys, I got that 5.8.5. It's the halfway. It doesn't really matter. I know they just patched. But watch this. You can still learn a lot about the game. Fuck, just woke up. Gonna go do my laundry. Enjoy. Peace late. Alright baby, we back once a motherfucking again. I got that 5.8 of Volley Jungle My Way. Let's get this shit started. Alright guys, I'm playing Volley Jungle. Now this game I'm pretty excited to do this one. Why? Because it's not a game where I super stomp and I'm like just biting the shit out of everybody and it's like GG solo carry 1v5. You know, you see different parts of the game, like, you know that feel. Hold on, I'm live. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, you know, it's like one of those games like, fuck man, I need this guy to do this, I need this guy to do this, and you know, I'm just a fucking meat shield, and you just watch your team in action. You know, this is in the DE low, but you know, there are a lot of parts about the game that you know you should understand. You're gonna see one part, well, not more parts, but like when it comes to team fighting and tanking and doing this, and when it comes to doing Baron, when you know, to make the right decisions. You know, I just got done doing the gold versus a plat EUS sub wars, and you know, the gold was looking really good. It's just that, you know, people just don't know what to do. Like, they don't know what to focus on. They don't think about like the plays that the enemy team is gonna be doing. You know, what their plans are, and thinking 10 steps ahead. If they do this, they do this. If we do, and to counter that by just maybe pushing mid to stall the game out until, you know, you're able to, you know, stop this from happening, and this and this and this and a bunch of bullshit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start Toad. Like I said, I'm playing against a Nocturne. I don't think Nocturne will come into my jungle and do that level 2 shit. So I'll do Toad over to blue to maybe wolves. I don't know. We'll see though. Unless I'm looking to gank a lane early. I really want to gank the Kayn. You always want to gank the Kayn early. Gizmo has teleport, but it doesn't matter. Early game Nasus is very squishy. Nasus somewhat struggles depending on how good Gizmo is. Gizmo is really good in GG. So I started my W, some more attack speeds coming out. Go ahead and slap this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to let my passive pop. Why? Because I know I'm going to be farming another camp after this, or 2 or 3. Any mid is a good lane to camp. Ashe, Janna, definitely another good lane to gank early too. You know, if I wanted to gank bot real early, I'll just go straight up. I'll just go down there. I don't know what happened, bot. I guess they trade support for support. No, I guess they went in head and jumped onto Janna or something. Nah, they must have just got crit. I think he got crit with the shield. So the passive has just been popped, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop a pot at the same time. So I calculate, you know, with the HP that I get back from my passive, which is about 200, almost 200, and I put that on top plus a pot, which is 150. So I have about 200, 500 health coming back, and I have my fear that, you know, my majestic that fears minions every time I use it. For 3 seconds on Toucan, and then red buff, and then red buff's gonna give me some HP back, so you add that on top, plus you get a little bit of return back from your machete. So you know, the clear time really kind of blows. You know, if there's nothing for you to do, you want to, you know, get those levels. If you get levels, you will get close to a level 3 bite early. The faster you get there, or if you get a gank off, you tax the lane, and then you get a flash from an enemy team and you camp that person, you can easily snowball a game with the bite, and that's what it's all about, plus Rolling Thunder. And I went ahead and picked up my bite at level 3, or I got my level 2 bite on 3, so I'm doing more damage. That means that I'm going to stay out. So that, as you can see, after doing the whole jungle and get my passive pop, and I run back because I just used Majestic. No, I killed the baby one to get level 4. So now I'm level 4. I'm looking to see what lanes I can gank. You know, you know, I don't want to waste time. I look at Gizmo right now. I want him to push this lane as soon as possible. I drop a ward right behind me. There's Nocturne in this bush. So I don't know if he's able to push this fast enough. Let's see what we. So I'm wasting time. Well, we'll see. So I want to gank this, but the next wave comes up, and it's a caddy wave, and it's going to take forever. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this. When you flip it, it reduces the magic resistance and armor on Scuds. Mid's overextending, so you know if mid's gonna overextend like he is, Nocturne can come out of anywhere, you know, top or bot side, and gank him. You know, but looks like he's just gonna push this, and I'm over here just looking at what lane to gank. So all this time I went over here, I'm wasting time. You know, nobody's overextending. This is the bad thing when playing Volibear, but like I said, all it takes is one gank to come back into the game. So there is a ping coming out in the mid lane. I guess that's Nocturne really wants in. So right here, he decides to go all in. You know, I'm right there. He's full HP. He could have just backed up. Well, let's watch this. So he goes in. There's the stun, the unspeakable horror. He gets feared, and bam, he goes down for 3. So, I mean, if that's worth it to him, then hey, boom, GG. So I'm gonna get some free tax, and Nocturne's gonna get a level 5 from mid lane and getting the gold from that. So it's gonna be early level 6 on Nocturne. That means bot lane's gotta watch out. They did lower the CDR on Nocturne's early level Paranoia. I think it's around 135 right now. I think it used to be 155. So Nocturne jumping onto me, pops my passive, does not kill me. Just gonna go ahead and back. He'll stop it, and I don't really care. So what I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna smite this before going back, so that if he decides to come into my jungle, you see him, and boom. Alright, so I go back, I have 1,000 gold, I pick up my Bambi Cinder. I don't really have mana problems on UDYR. So, shit, Nocturne going into my jungle. He's level 6 already, man. He's level 6. But regardless, you know, I just got to keep on trucking. I'm halfway to level 5, and he's got a level and a half on me. But like I said, all it takes is one play. You know, the reason why I'm pushing mid is because Annie's kind of low. So I want to kind of put pressure on and keep Nocturne mid and see if he's going to do something. Or if Victor wants to back. If he wants to back, then I don't want him to overextend. I know Nocturne's level 6. If he pushes this wave by himself and Annie walks through this wave and I'm not there, then it takes him a longer time to push that out. Especially not, you know, having, you know, enough items to just, or enough levels on one ability to insta wave clear that. Especially the melees have more HP than the back ones. So, boom, people would just think, oh, okay, he's fine. And just run over there and boom, your mid laner dies again. Again, a span of like 1 minute. So I come over here, I smite this, of course. Why do I smite this? Just to get the extra damage from that. And it looks like there is bot lane dying again. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? So Thresh is getting worked. There's Annie. I'm not going to go on to this. She's level 6, so Victor can push mid. Nocturne will have to cover mid. Top lane. So here's another thing. So you got Gizmo right now. 62 CS to 36. That is really good. That's going to delay the Kane's you know, items. Not only that, he's going to fall behind. Gizmo will be getting to his tanky items early. That will make it easy for us to either dive him or for him to just easily tank up later for team fights. If he gets ganked, he might be able to beast it up. But then again, it's Nasus. Once he gets some levels into, you know, his ulti gives him so much HP in that burn. And the more HP you stack, he just meltates you. And then plus Spirit Fire, reducing armor and all that. So another thing to watch out for. I'm still not level 6. You know, I kind of wasted a little bit of time top. I wasn't able to get any ganks off. You know, I guess maybe lanes weren't played right. Maybe if Gizmo knew I did all 4 camps and he kind of like just, you know, last hit and stacked it up and had 2.5 waves going in, or at least like a wave and a half plus or even more stacking up on this tower after 4 waves. But who calculates that shit, right? And then we can just dive Nasus. That's what I wanted to do top. But we weren't able to because the second rotation of the caddy wave came out, and it would have taken forever, and I didn't want to waste any time. Something just blew up right there. I don't know what the fuck that was. So I think that was just my red spawning. So there's my level 6. We look at bot lane, it's 52 to 47. Ash is 101. 9 minutes in, it's 52 CS. Not good at all. Annie 47, 9 minutes in, not good at all. 46, not good at all. Top lane, decent, not bad at all. If he continues to farm well, you know, we get that 10 CS per minute. But you compare it to mid lane, that's a 30 CS different. And these guys have solo lanes. You know, Victor has, you know, the jungle to farm if I'm not there. And it's, I guess they're just, you know, just failing. They're playing aggressive style, and they're just not farming at all, which is really good. Because if Annie had fucking 90 CS right now, I'd be shitting bricks. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to tank this motherfucker. I'm just gonna get wrecked. So it looks like Scud's gonna be taken. I'm coming into no, there's mid lane. So let's see, Gizmo's coming over right now. I'm gonna come over here. Hold on. Is there warded? Okay, Is it warded right here? Alright. Alright, so Nocturne's scared. He doesn't know what to do. He checked to see if I'm there. Alright, he doesn't know I'm here. Alright, so they saw me right there. So Annie's coming in. So right here, Gizmo comes over to back me up. And you see how he flashes into the bush? Whenever somebody flashes into the bush, this is all you do. I don't know if my Electricify gets, what do you call it? I think it does. But just hit the minion wave. Boom, I get the kill with my ulti. Yeah, man, that ward right there, you want to, that shit's fucking next level, man. You gotta fucking walk all the way around. But regardless, I saw Nocturne anyway, and Tivers saw me, and boom. So I get a free blue buff here. Nasus is standing around doing nothing. So take a look at what Nasus has to do. So Nasus is behind. It's 60 to 80. Gizmo has to come help me out. If he ends up dying and doesn't get any gold from this, it's you know, I fucked his lane up. I didn't fuck his lane up. More like Nasus comes back up. But there's not the boomerang. Boom. He flashes into the bush. I flash right into the bush to hit the minion. And boom, we get a double kill. Nasus, instead of staying in lane and farming and pushing this lane out and trying to catch back up, you know, Gizmo picks up a kill and an assist. We get a blue buff. Victor, okay, Annie's dead for 15 seconds. Victor gets in the lane before Annie gets back in, so she can push that out. So that's somewhat, you know, puts us back into the game. Bot lane, they end up fighting down here, so let's take a look. The hook lands onto Ashe. She hardly has any mana. Boom, Flay comes out. There's the ulti, the Piercing Light, double auto. Boom, double get to the back. The Monsu does not back off Lebron. And looks like I get greedy for this next wave, of course. You know, that's what it's all about. I get a free Totorinos, and I kind of wanted to get the Wolf Camp, but I go back and buy and pick up Stalker's boots and a Null Mantle. I probably won't get Mercs right off the bat. It is never worth it to buy Mercs right off the bat. You just need HP items. That's all you need. You know, Randuin's, it doesn't matter. Any HP item works. Randuin's is a great item. Spirit Visage, if they have a double AP comp, or if, you know, they just have one or a little bit, still doesn't matter. Spirit Visage is really good on volley, 10% TDR plus the extra healings, you know, helping your passive. Bite, you know, okay, bite, you know, more damage. Bite, less, you know, more, you can use it more. Well, I don't think you get to use it more since it's on like a 9,000 second cooldown, but still, you gank in mid again. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so I'm waiting. You see what I do here? I wait. Okay, fuck. Oh, let me see this. Alright, so right here. Annie's overextending. Her flash is down right now. And boom. See how she's overextending? What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up there. You see why I'm not rolling Thundering? She just used the ability. You see how Victor's coming in? Victor's fine where he was. Because if he would have went first, I would have scared Annie. Annie might have been able to get away. So right here, I drop the slow first. I apply the red buff. I do have the red buff. I think I do. So I get behind her. I hit the minion because I'm bad. And then boom, I get the flip. Regardless, she doesn't have her stun up. And boom. And then just drop the bite. Next step is, where's Nocturne at? So, you know, here's the thing, guys. What pisses me off when I watch Sub Wars. Well, it's on Volibear. It's a great item. Ozotaka. Dur. But yeah. Where is everybody on the map? Where's Nasus? If Nasus leaves lane, oh shit, Gizmo gets a free farm for free. Push top, okay. Where's Ashe and Janna? Oh fuck. Janna's like, oh shit, my mid laner just died. Where's Nocturne? Is Nocturne jungling? Did he have to go back and heal? Is he full HP? Fuck it, let's find out. So I didn't use my ulti on mid lane because it wasn't needed. It's Annie. You have Victor right there. Mid tower is up. I want to take this as fast as possible. Why? Because you're playing against a Nasus and you're playing against an Ashe, and you don't want to take that shit late game. So if Nocturne shows up, we dive in the motherfucker. Insta dive in easy mode, and I think I did something stupid here. Boom. Let's see, one flip, bam, slam, and yes, I did. That was really bad on me. That was really, really bad. Besides getting the teleport, which is really good, and Gizmo gonna get a tower for it, I made a big mistake because I dropped the smite onto him before I flipped his ass backwards, and yeah. So yeah, I smited him. I take two tower shots too early when I should have used my Rolling Thunder to try to catch on to him, and then boom, I would have been able to. And also, I didn't auto attack the turret 2 times, meaning I would have my bite up. If I had my bite up, unless I did get my bite off, but I don't think I did. But if I did, then fuck it. Still, regardless, I dropped the smite on him, stalkers, and boom. But yeah, any HP item is good on volley. If you have Randuins, that's fine. Your ulti makes up for that. Your ulti, your basic attacks become magic damage now. It's like a super wits in and shit, you know, BF swords of magicness, and boom, we got some shit going down in the bot lane. LeBron, boom, overextensions with mid, us taking just mid, and we're pushing mid, which is, I guess, you know, it's not too bad if they go down. Oh, he pursuits in when Andy's coming down. Why even do that? That's the question. Looks like these guys are going to go down. Timbers gets dropped, and that's going to be a double kill. But Andy gonna miss whatever here mid. So if I was mid with Victor, we would have pushed this wave out and worked on getting this tower. Probably would have got the tower. Top's being pressured right now. Nasus just used his Tully. I need to go back onto the field. My blue is up right now. Let's see. They're gonna do a dragon. I wanted to get a piece of this dragon. Nocturne's in it right now. I don't think I'll be able to do anything. Victor's on his way, and boom. So it's pretty much just watching him. Now they gotta go out. I was thinking about going back onto him, but nope, I don't. It looks like UDYR wants the blue buff, so I dropped the smite on this, so it helps me do the wave clearations, and boom, Randuins, and I still haven't picked up my mercs because HP gives me more on my passive when I get dropped down to 25%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I would get, yeah, if I'm down to 30%, I heal for 30%. That's why Spirit Resist is good. Not only does it help your bite, but yeah, gives you a lot more HP back, plus the CDR is OP. You know, more CDR you get, well, not the more CDR, but yeah, getting your ulti back. Your ulti is like key, man. If you can get a kill without using your ulti, don't use your ulti. And that's one thing you guys need to learn how to do. You guys, like, it's like you gank a lane, like the kills are like Annie, like would be dead. Like that one gank I just pulled off and flipped her ass and her flash was down. Like you would, like all the guys I would watch in sub wars and specs always use their ulti on somebody that doesn't even need it. So bot lane, these guys need to watch out. There's the paranoia. There's the flash from Red. Fresh drops to play. The volley hits, and there it is. A kill for Nocturne. Victor comes down bot. Probably should not have come bot, but it looks like he wants what do you call it? Debate here. Ash arrow down. I'm gonna go ahead and push mid instead of go bot. This lets me know where Annie is because if it runs all the way down to this tower, that means Annie's MIA, and as you can see, Nasus is here, so Gizmo's getting free time by himself top. Gold lead right now, let's see, 1,700 gold on Nasus. I repeat, 1,700 gold with the CS advantage plus the kill and the assist. And let's see, towers 2-1 for us. And now we got the team deathmatch about to go down, and I'm still not over there. I see Nocturne bot, and I see their blue spawn, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. So yeah, you know, I was kind of iffy whether, you know, if Victor should have gone bot. A lot of times, you know, people in the lower divisions will all just go bottom. Why? Because they just go bottom for just the fight. So you avoid these type of fights, and you just wait and kind of, you know, see how the game's going, who's doing well, and what you got to play off of, and you know what's happening with you know, the Nasus, because you want to kind of keep track and see if he's like, you know, scaling into a fucking tank. So here we got to fight. So remember, we just saw everyone bottom. So what we're doing here is zoning Nasus. We're gonna get this tower. So working this tower, we'll give everybody gold. We'll get a little extra gold for taking it. Bam. So there you go. Now they're focusing me. Gizmo comes in, slaps. I kind of fucked up, and I was like, okay, what am I doing? I should be slapping this bitch. And as you can see, Nasus is about to get beastified, and I don't chase. There's Janna. And I have Flash here, I think, and then Annie. Like, Annie, look at this bitch, man. Like, fuck, I should have just flashed, man. Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking... Who does that shit? But regardless, they won't probably... Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to do Baron because it's not even up for another 2 minutes. While they're fighting us top, the pressure we put top opens up mid lane. As you can see, Victor pushed that next wave. LeBron's by himself. Knowing that everybody was just top, we'll be able to push the next wave with his ulti. Okay, nice. Maybe farm Krog if he wants to farm Krog, but instead backs, it's going to reset. So what LeBron needs to do after pushing this lane, instead of going for this turret, he would have died if he overextended versus that Nocturne, is cover lanes that need to be covered. But looks like me and Victor are already out. So I went back and bought mercs after that shit. I'm at 45% tenacity with the runes and masteries, getting the 21 on the mastery, on defensive, on the tankiness. And yeah, 45% means if you get some for 1 second, yeah, it's only for 0.55. So not bad, huh? That's what it's all about, being able to walk out of these fucking CCs and go up to a target and flip that bitch and bite that bitch. Now, for any champion, you gotta understand, you know, when it comes to finishing off kills, you need that. When it comes to getting out of sticky situations, you need that. When it comes to 1v5 or you trying to carry games and motherfucking team is feeding, you need it to fucking get out. So here we go. We got Ashe coming in, volley, bam. There's the storm. There's the flash out. Will she get greedy? No, she won't get greedy. I don't know how he got this kill, but let's see. Pearson, like, laid up, bitch. Nicely done. Gizmo gonna push top. 154 CS to 115. Looks like we're about to get a double Randuin's. He's gonna go for Triforce. Nocturne's pushing bot. So I guess Nocturne is just trying to get to his Black Cleaver, which is taking a little bit of time. But that definitely helps Nocturne, because Nocturne definitely lives off that, well, wow, he didn't start 10% CDR. Like level 1. He probably should have started 10%. It would have put him at 40%. Being able to paranoia like every other second is probably what you want to do, or make it feel like that. Yeah, so top lane being just being pushed. He needs to be a little bit careful. He already has Mercs. He has his boomerang. He can, you know, kite slow the fuck out of people, and he gets the what do you call it? The Gromp. I'm looking to team fight. We're gonna do Scuds. Baron's up in a bit, and I don't have my Randuin's finish. I go for a Null Mantle, so I can go back right now and pick up Spectral. You know, it's gonna give me a little bit more MR, HP, which will definitely help, because all I'm trying to do right now is tank. As you can see, Lebron's 142 CS, 19 minutes in. Ashe is just, you know, not farming that well. You got Janna going for the Mage IS to be stacking, shielding, upping that up. Victor gonna get this blue buff. Dragon is up. It's 1, 2. Oh, we have 1 dragon. Looks like we want to get this. So let's take a look at what happens here. So I think we might see some team fights soon. So we're gonna do Scuds. I want to do Scuds. I like to have the movement speed, especially when I'm playing Volibear. You know. Why let it sit? You know, you take the extra gold. Alright, so I smite that shit. Nasus comes in with a port. There's the hook. So they jump. You see this right here? You see how they're jumping onto me? And he's waiting for the opportunity to get in there. Ashe is going to come, and she's going to hit me. Gizmo comes in. Oh, I think this was on the highlight video that was just put out. You see how they're focusing me? Lebron gets to do whatever he wants. Looks like Gizmo coming in from behind. It's going to force Annie to drop her ulti either onto this target or onto this target, or to suicide into us and get next to this Victor and drop her ulti here. But no flash. So Ignite is up, so she has no choice. So let's see what she does. She drops a flame onto, what do you call it? Doesn't even get Tivers off, and bam. So they failed focus right here. They were late on the teleport. They let me bite smite. Nocturne didn't come flying in unless the ulti was down, and I think the ulti, no, it wasn't down, just didn't ult, or it might have been just too far away. But yeah, precision wise, Ashe was bottom side, Annie top, Nasus ported in, and I don't know where the other two came from, doesn't really matter. They blew a lot onto me, so, and you see Victor's able to get this pillage, and then Gizmo shows up, he's throwing boomerangs, and bam. It's Baron's up right now. I wanted to do Baron, but this is the game where I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck, team? Let's go do it real quick. So Victor's still chasing, throwing little wrenches, and dies for free. You know, what could have Victor done in this situation? You know, when these three are already running, with Gizmo low, with if he has teleport up, then it's perfectly fine for him to be down here. But I think he ported off somewhere between, you know, on I guess mid lane or something. But yeah, Victor could have just ran mid, pushed this wave out, next wave coming in, and you know, ran it to this tower, and then Gizmo, if there's nothing for him to do here with LeBron already pushing this, and me, I'm the jungler. I'm just trying to keep the balance, you know, intact, making sure that motherfuckers don't make stupid mistakes, and then that they don't die for nothing. Or, you know, if they die for nothing, you know, don't get countered by losing our mid turret because it's already low, because I want them to try super hard to get that. So, yeah, Gizmo could have just ported back, ran back to his lane, pushed this back out with Nasus dead for 20 and 13 on Annie, and teleport is down on Nasus. So you're just going to continue to keep the enemy team on their toes. And this is one thing they don't do at you know, a lot of ELOs. It's all about that group, wasting time, bullshit. You know, it's like when I watch like SKT, I was like, oh, I know what SKT is doing. Like, let's see, you know, when you watch Fnatic and AHQ just fail to fucking finish the game when they had such leads on Fnatic, it's sad. because, you know, I guess people just don't work on that part of the game, and that's the shit that I see every single game that I play when I go for the gates with, like, for instance, Chris, or, you know, even before that, you know, you always want to think about that. You know, it's all about the now moment for a lot of people in solo queue and stuff. But when it comes to finishing, and also there's, you know, the champions they play. There's the ZYR. You know, it's like, okay, so if you're trying to play super aggressive, you want to go down, but you're playing against wave clear champions, you are taking a risk. I mean, is it worth it to try to end the game 10 minutes faster? Oh, yeah. You know, if you're down to throw and you're down to, you know, give the other team a better chance of coming back, then, hey, go for it. But other than that, you know, that's just you know, one part of the game people need to learn is how to grow and snowball that lead and take it to the next level. And it's sad shit, man. It's sad shit. People don't do that. You know, it's really sad. You know, when you own the map times not 1, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and continue to grow and grow and grow when it comes to taking objectives, putting people where you want to put them. You know, Nasus right now, of course, he's scaling, but if you're owning the map, then it doesn't matter if he's scaling, because if he goes in, yeah, if you focus him and you blast him and you work on, you know, oh, there's arrow coming in, does not have enough damage. Yeah, you put enough damage onto him and you back off and you kite the bitches, and, you know, your team doesn't do anything stupid, then it's good. So your mid tower is probably, our mid tower is probably going to go down here. There's nothing we can do about this. Alright, now we got the whole squad of Renos. Alright, so Nasus is back top. Nasus stacks right now. He's got 370, 23 minutes in. That's really not that good. You know, a good team fight, good Ashe ult, you know, anything's possible. There's the Paranoid coming out. He jumps onto me. Hook lands. Okay, he cancels out that W. And I get Tibbers dropped onto me. Thresh is getting kind of low. Lebron slides in. So I get ignited, unless that's Morello's. Thresh has to flash out. Gizmo shows up. They blew so much onto me. So right here, you know, see what I'm doing is like, okay, so if Ashe decides to go onto me, Gizmo's coming in. Almost has his fucking Godzilla form, and then Lebron's full HP with Thresh in the back, gonna be ready to throw shield. So I'm kind of playing that mark to where if she auto attacks or volleys me, I walk out of range, and I'll go back in. Okay, so she decides to flame me. Don't know why. And then there's no follow-up. We're looking at her like, okay, bitch, get the fuck flipped. And what the hell? Lebron has to flash out. Okay, that's why she went on to critical. If there's Gizmo getting the 2-man stun, the lock me in thrown. So I think we have to get the fuck out. So yeah. Now they turn it on us because Nasus is just a monster. There was no, like, Gizmo didn't run back to us and maybe just focus more on killing Annie, and then more targets being on one target. Yeah, and a lot of us were alive. Lebron goes back and heals, so he's gonna be able to counter whatever they try to get in our mid lane. Like, nah, bitch, I went to go back and heal right away. Thresh is gonna do the same thing, but Lebron's already out. Top's already pushing. Bot's already pushing. Baron not gonna be done by the blue team, so we're good to go. So I get to go back, check my items. Definitely gonna buy a Spectral. There it is, and probably like a Ruby. So I'll probably go for, you know, I can go for Spear Visage, I can go for Warmogs, either item. I can get a Thornmail. I like to get Thornmail last, unless I'm like 10-0. Then I can buy Thornmail as like my main first item after, what do you call it? That's if I'm using HP per level. If I got a 1v5 tank and I have a lot of melee champions or a lot of auto attack champions, then yeah, Thornmail's fine. But that's if you're only super head. You know you're gonna continue to like just stack fucking gold. But other than that, I will never rush Thornmail right away. Especially after the nerf they did to the Gromp. That actually hurt. You know, somewhat, you know, I like the 1v5. I just kind of got, I guess I'm not bored. Maybe just had a couple bad games where, you know, my team was just uncarryable, you know, with that build, with certain champions that I played. Or I just, yeah, something like, yeah, I guess you could say it was probably that. I remember playing too with Mu, and I did the build, but I fucking did Leandries with Rallies. Thornmail, so whenever they auto attack me, they would just get slowed. It was fucking broken. It was the most broken shit of all time. So here we're looking to do Baron. So I'm the front line, right? Gizmo's doing some backflips in this bitch. Boom. And there's melee form Ashe. So I'm dropping autos. There's the ulti coming in from Knock, and I don't know, he got stuck by the Victor. He goes back onto Gizmo. Gizmo's by himself, so they're focusing him. And so I guess that's what he wants to do, and it looks like he's going to die for free, but I decide to flash in, had my bite onto Ashe, And boom, you see Nocturne? Okay, so here I'm in the front line with Randuin's, plus if I have my passive up, you know, these guys have to walk through me. And if you have to walk through me, my ulti's still up. Thunderclaws for a little bit less than half. I have Grumps. Whenever they hit me, they're taking damage. Plus I have Cinderhawk, so I'm doing, you know, damage just sitting on bitches. And as you can see, plus my ulti dealing 115 damage per swipe arena for 12 seconds. Chains up to 4 enemies. You see this? This is the peel. And they're walking right behind me. And bam, there's the heal, the movement speed granted, and then, you know I'm a man, you know this shit. Where the fuck is my team? Man, the fuck up. I dropped the flip. I walked down because I don't want him to walk anywhere near Annie. I'm taking a turn anyway, so I'm fine. That's the ice form slowing me down. It looks like they're gonna work on killing Annie, and I'm gonna die. Bitches don't save me, but I don't give a fuck. Definitely with him. That might, yeah, we might have been able to pick up a Baron right there, but all good. You know, it's heat of the moment. Sometimes I like to throw down and take Baron out of the equation and put it in later. All right, so who the fuck was that? That's just porting in. He just fucking auto ports in. Boom. Gizmo says, "Yo, what's up, baby?" Boom. There's the laser beam. Get played, bitch. But he says, "Yo, get came, bitch." In the boomerang. Gonna slow him down. Plus the Morellos. Unless that's ignite. Red buff on Victor too, so he's got a little bit extra damage. It's gonna be the second dragon for us, the red team. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's right. The second dragon for us. So. I go back, Kindle Gem, so I am going to go for my Spirit of Visage, and I have a slot open if I want to go for more HP. And boom, I'm going to go ahead and get this red. We look at everyone's items. My ult is going to do a little bit more damage with the reduction of MR with this Abyssal plus Gizmo. Triforce, if he wants to go Gates. He's got Spectral, Randuin's, Merc's Homie Guards. So yeah, he looks like he's working on a Zanya, so I like that. Plus he upgraded his thing to mana plus 76 of AP, CDR. So yeah, he's going to be able to spam abilities. So you got Lebron right here, IE, working on a Bloodthirster, so he's able to vamp off motherfuckers when he gets blasted by Annie. Plus get a little barrier shield. So yeah, if you put everything together, you know, it's great. You know, if we decide to do our own thing, you know, Lebron hitting Nasus alone, Nasus will fucking probably kill Lebron. But like everything together, if I'm in the front, we team fight properly, everything's good, man. You know, we fucking position ourselves for me to tank meat shield. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just a fucking meat shield. If I get a chance to flash onto Ashe and she goes into somewhat melee form next to me, then I'll flash flip, bite, piece, late that bitch, and my team will follow up and kill her. Because once we kill Ashe, that 7-3 is gone and it's out of the board. All that's left is a 3 and 4 Nocturne that's somewhat a half tanky, no Black Gleamer. And then Nasus, you know, 196 it's not really a tanky. So right here, I'm getting where Nasus drops Decaying onto me. Where's Ashe? There's double get to the face, to the back of Nocturne. He's thinking about sliding in. But if Nocturne decides to ult to the back line, he's by himself against the HP mid laner on my team and the AD. You know, what is Annie going to do? Annie going to flash over here? No, Annie's right here. You see Ashe right here. Now she's got a, you know, she's getting the peelage. But as you can see, they blew a lot onto me. I think that's the Morellos. Yeah, that's the Morellos, not Ignite. And now, you know, all that shit they just worked onto me, you know, I heal back up. Now it's the rotations of Gizmo coming in, dropping his CC, locking him down, which only gives Ashe the option to shoot Gizmo, unless she wants to walk through a Gizmo, but you can't do that, because if you do that, he usually jumps and slams you into the wall, and you being an 80 carry, GG. And then Thresh is front line, and so Thresh is the next dude to tank in line, right? Thresh tanks the and he's a support, and he's not squishy. He's got a locket, plus he has the shield from his lantern, plus CC hook, so it'll delay, you know, if you get hooked CC, that you're not going to be doing anything. So I walked back in to somewhat kind of bait myself, because I don't care if Tibbers gets trumped on me. I waited for, well, they do have the Morellos, but there you go. As you can see, boom. Now, there's the lantern, there's 2 champions left alive, and there's Baron. If things aren't going well, it is 18-20. It's somewhat even, you know, but the team fight's pretty much been onto our side. You know, when you look at how top lane did, top lane pretty much had freedom to do whatever you want. Me, I was in that neutral section, making sure everything went fine. I wasn't that much of an impact. Besides, you know, if we talk about me walking and just them focusing me and doing my job and meat shield, then hey, I did great. Victor, you know, whatever. You know, he's got the laser beams. You know, he was there. He didn't like, you know, wasn't like, wow, you know. And then there's Lebron. You know, they struggled early, but, you know, they made a couple of mistakes both sides. You know, it's pretty much somewhat an even lane too. You know, nobody just outright. So it really comes down to like team fight game. You know, how do you fight this out? You know, should Nasus be team fighting? Should Nasus bought a Black Cleaver? Was that smart? Shouldn't he just picked up a Frozen Heart and went the basic build with the way the laning phase went? Is that the reason they lost? Maybe. Does Black Cleaver give you 100 armor plus extra mana and 20% CDR? Gives you the 20% CDR and HP, but 40 attack damage. So, you know, buying these items and being 196 CS 30 minutes in, and, you know, your lane, as you can see, the tower is still up. So, yeah, I think the blue team needed a little bit more time to stall this out so they can scale. They didn't, and we're looking to farm, because when somebody falls behind, even though they scale into the late game, they still need time to catch back up. And the more team fights you do, it's stopping him. And when he buys Black Cleaver, it's stopping him into scaling into something you don't want to fuck with. Not only that, if he did go for those items, he would be super tanky. Now he's going Wrecker. What is Wrecker going to do for Nasus? Or I don't know if there's another item that builds into this shitter item. Alright, so other than that, you know, as I look, you know, like I said, it's a team game, team fight, and all this other stuff. And, you know, we played it. So as you can see, look at this shit, baby. Oh, fuck them, baby. And that's me. You know, and the thing is, if you have a big wave here and you clean ace them right here, then you can push down mid and get the inhib. But remember one thing, guys. When you get an ace and you have a big wave, say for instance this is all your minions, push it in and the next wave's coming in here. You do have an inhib. You do have an inhib. Understand the mindset of, let's say for instance I'm on the blue team, I'm the Nocturne. I know things aren't going well. You know, maybe I'm like, shit, guys, we'll get the next team fight. You know, and of course, if Nasus kind of switched up his build, same with Nocturne a little bit, or if he would have went for a Black Cleaver and he would have went tankier, that would have been better because Nocturne gets more auto attacks off, and that would do more damage to the target that Nocturne's just slicing the fuck up, but doesn't. He decided to go for it. But regardless, if you don't decide to do Baron here, and if you're Nocturne, what happens? You know, Nocturne like, okay guys, we have nothing to lose right now. This is the thing that pisses me off when I watch Star Wars or any other game, when people don't understand that you have nothing to lose. That is time to take your last 5,000 chips while everybody's sitting there with 20,000, and it's time to push that shit in. You go fucking all in, no fucking limit. And you go do what do you call it? You just lost mid and hib because that's the decision that the red team decided to do. You know, that's what I'm trying to play it out as. So you get then hib. So at this point, okay, yeah, they took our mid and hib. What they fucking do? They didn't take bot and hib, which is, you know, would have been better for the red team because, you know, if the super minions are pushing here, they can do Baron. So what you want to do is take it out. Like, just take the goddamn Baron out. You know, unless you have a big enough wave, and you go back and you know what to do after that. So with nothing to lose, Nocturne, if we decided to take mid and hib, he calls for Baron. You know, if we're low and they all spawn, so we push this wave, it's 15 seconds left. So now we push down here. They're spawning once we kill this, and then now we take this. Now we're all running back after a team fight. I'm already low. Gizmo's kind of low, doesn't have teleport. Thresh is half HP. Lebron is almost full, but not full. So that means, you know, with them spawning, if they buy home guards, they're going to try to counter us by either running down mid, depending if Baron's up, to take this. So they would counter by, like I said, let's go all in and do Baron. So these are the options you have. So what I'm doing is saying, let's just do Baron, back heal, and reset and continue to do what we're doing. We're winning every single team fight. And bam, let's do it. We got Dragon spawning in a few minutes. So as you can see, we come over doing. I'm sitting here fucking yelling. We'll have movie time after this, guys, and I'll show you the videos. You know, I react. But yeah, definitely taking this out of the picture is what you want to do, man. So options out, you know, for the blue team. You know, they lost the last few team fights. Plus they scale. Even though they scale, taking Baron pretty much says fuck your scale and fuck your motherfucking couch. Just like that. Now, boom, we back. I'm playing volley, of course, and I buy a giant spell. There's Lazy Bean Boy, and he's going to go ahead and pick that up, the young shuffler. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to fight, guys. Yeah, let's team fight. You know, I'm doing a great job tanking. Lebron, you better do fucking damage. That's why, you know, whenever I'm tanking for my team and I'm playing, yo, my AD carry better do something, or if I see him like, yo, why is he auto-attacking? Fucking auto-attacking her. And, you know, it's always that hesitation. And that's the difference between real AD carries and people that still main AD carry, or being a real AD carry, being a beast AD carry, being a fucking monster, you know, is that shit. It's just going, oh my god, you okay there, Ash? see Ash gets a little bit too close to me, and boom. And I just insta flip. But let's see. What else did I want to write? But I hope you understand that the options, you know, decisions, you know, that's what it's all about. Look at that. We picked up the Baron. We reset. Hey man, I'm super tanky. I can fucking insta dive, and if I dive this with Gizmo, we can zone him right after that. You know. Or actually, my bad. When I go in for the tower, say for instance, we're sieging, right? And you know, Ash still alive. I go in and pretend to well, I wouldn't pretend, but I would. I guess my team pretend like we're throw diving, but they focus the tower while I go in and flash in. They're like, oh shit, they're coming! And they all run back, and they wait for their laser beam to do damage. But they realize that my team's taking the tower because we have Baron buff, we have the minions coming up, so they're helping too. And it becomes an easy game when you focus on getting it in the inhib tower. It's all about objectives at this point. You know, just because you know there's you know, your team's feeding. This is you know, you got a lead right now. You're finally winning. You know, you won the last 2 or 3 or 4 team fights and stuff. When you push down mid, it's all about taking that turret. If you don't know you can take the turret, don't dive them, because you know it's like, what the fuck? You're still gonna dive them, rip, and then you throw the game just like that. Or you don't throw the game, but you just make the game harder, and you just threw your Baron like that. So if you don't know what to do, use your Baron buff by pretty much getting the most out of everything on the map, whether it's taking over the enemy jungle, dropping wards top and the bot side, putting one Baron buff in each lane, souping up those minions and running it down every single lane at the same time. Look for what's weak, you know, that's, you know, whoever the weakest is holding, you know, whether it's top bot, and kind of collapse on and boom, dive that shit. But you know, sometimes when you get Baron buff and you drop and you siege down, you're only wasting time. You're not gonna be able to get anything. There's difference coming in. As you're gonna see, we're gonna drop the fight. I'm gonna walk back. I'm already tanking a lot of shit here, so there's nothing for me to do. And as you can see, I go down. So drop the disrespect, got me killed. But as you can see, Gizmo's still full HP, and the laser beam tank. Oh my God, the Cloud9 2 OP. Is that we just all taking a nap here? This motherfucker's throwing rocks, the top and mid and if. Oh my God, double kill. And that's gonna be game, boys. So G motherfucking G. That was my 3.8 Volibear My Way. And I'm kind of glad it didn't go for a stomp. But I do want to teach you the ways of stomping with volley. So I'll look for a different volley my way that I have on my replays. And I'll do that for you guys. Because volley is a champion in the lower divisions to just bite the living fuck out of everybody. I mean, he just bites shit out of everybody. Yeah, once you go into volley, you just have so much fun with them, because his bite just does half of fucking Squishy's HP. So if you enjoyed this my way, don't forget to like Areno, subscribe Areno, and I think I might be doing, yeah, I will be putting my ways out every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and highlight videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on my YouTube, and then Saturdays and Sundays I'll try to figure out something. But yeah, peace. Late. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. Here are the runes of masteries. The runes, look, for yellows, they're per level. You can run HP per level, flat armor, flat health, and then the quints, I have 6 per level. CDR, you can run all MR per level, all MR, or if you want to, whatever you want to do. And then movement speed, quints, and attack speed. You can run HP quints. You don't have to run movement speed, but I like to be able to catch targets. And here is 0, 21, 9. You don't have to put 9 in utility. You can put the 9 in offense if you want to get that extra attack speed, plus the extra damage per level and the flat damage. And then, or if you want to get the more damage to minions to single target, whatever. Well, I like Runic Affinity just to keep them buffs longer. GG.